Okay. Okay, dog, okay, dog, okay, dog. I see what's going on here. I think I broke my neck when sleeping. Oh my gosh. Anyway, welcome one, welcome all. Today, I don't know what I'm doing today, but it might be a little bit shorter because I have an appointment today, so it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream. Uh, once this thing loads, I'm gonna be starting with some testing, basically. Let me see. Yeah, 'cause I need to test whatever this. There we are. Here. This is what I want to do. I want to test this and I want to test the armor toggle because if those work correctly, then I can throw those into the done category. And then we just have some documentation stuff we can do, and then we can sort of work on this. I don't know. I can test the compat for quality tools at least. That's probably not going to be that bad. Yeah, that should be not too bad at all. And then it's just the first aid compat, which is going to be a little bit more involved. Nice animation, Minecraft launcher. You're doing 10 out of 10 job. Can you do an 11 out of 10 job and load? Oh my gosh, you can. That's cool. Nice. So I want to test armor a little bit more, and I want to test with multiple different pieces of armor, right? Just make sure that all works well. Then test the armor toggle if that works correctly. And last but not least, write up a little bit of stuff for this documentation. And then we're pretty good. I don't feel like that'll take very long to do though. And then we can test with quality tools using the compat that I whipped up real quick. I whipped up something somewhere. Yeah, right here. If well, Eclipse, what is wrong with you, bro? You're cringe. So that's freaking Minecraft's taking forever though. Now, something I want to double check here is yeah, it's this it's a handler. I guess it doesn't need to be a handler for an event. It just needs to be. I mean, why not? I might as well leave it like this. Yeah, that's probably better to have it like this. Okay, so we're actually freaking getting somewhere now. Nice. It should be this hard to check this stuff. There was the thing of documenting hidden damage types on the damage type builder and the damage type itself. I think that is a Zen method. Where is it? Yeah. Zen methods for hiding and unhiding. Okay. All right, so let's test this out. One thing I want to test is I want to test first if let's just establish a baseline, right? I have these armor leggings. I fixed the other thing uh last time. Or not last time. I fixed it off stream. And if I go to client and I set this to percent, it should, oh, it does show 0%. Well, I should probably change that to only list the types that it has effectiveness for. Yeah, probably. Okay. That's something we can do. That's probably not that bad. Just adding a bit of a special case for the, not relative, but for the percent one. I might have to do it for plane too. Let me double check that. Client, if I set this to plane. Yeah. Let's do it for plane as well. If the weight is 0, I just like skip it over. I skip it over, I skip over it. And I'll have to do the same thing for the icons. Hello! Hi, how's it going? It's going pretty well. There's not a huge list of things I'm going to be doing today because I don't think there's too much I can do. Without getting really deep into some things, and I don't really have too much time for that today, so anyway, I mainly want to just do a little bit of testing. And then I want to I need to use, what is it? Okay. If I turn off shields and armor, right? Okay. Let's do that. This doesn't show any armor effectiveness and stuff. And if I get hit, that said 7. No, not the fire testing. This testing. Did I actually take 7? No, I took 6. Okay, I can also test it by putting on a little bit more armor. If I do all this, I should take not a lot of damage. Yeah. Now, that's good. That means the armor thing works. That's great. If I enable armor calculations again, then like this has a lot of bludgeoning effectiveness, but these do not. They only have 30% effectiveness, so I should get a penalty, right? So I should have 5 armor here. Minus 30% of this. Dude, I'm not. I can't do math. What the heck? What is that? It's like 0.6. Right? That's 0.6. And then this is gonna be like 1.8. And then this is gonna be 0.6 as well. So I have 0.6, 1.2, 2, 3, 8. I should have 8 armor against this, and I currently have 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 armor. So I think it should give me a -7 armor or something. Hey, look at that! I can do math! And that actually worked. It gave me a -7 armor penalty. So that actually mathed out correctly. Now against you, you're slashing and bludgeoning, right? So I have 100% slashing. So what's my armor thing? I'm average. Oh, so I have to average this together. Lovely. So I need to average 0.6 and 2, which is going to be 1.3, 1.3, and this is going to be 1 point, was it 2? Yeah, 1.2 and 6, that's 7.2, that's 3.6, and 1.3 is 4.9, 6.2, and that should still be 5 because that averages out. So it's 11.2, so I should get like a minus 3.8 or something, right? 3.5. I think I did my math slightly wrong. 0.6 plus 2 is 2.6, 1.3, 1.3. So that's 2.6. And then you are... What's 30% of 6 is what? 4.8, right? No. Bro, I don't know. Open up a calculator. I'm done doing the math, bro. 1.8. Plus 6. 7.8. 7.8. 7.8 divided by 2 is 3.9. Yeah, 3.9 plus 2.6 is 6.5, and that's 11.5. So I get a minus 3.5, which it does. Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. Good job. But now if I put on, say, this piece of armor, this has 60% on each. Alright, so it's hard to see. The tooltip fills up everything. But it's got a 60% effectiveness on both of those. So what are we talking about here? We're changing that from being 3.9. It's still 6 armor. There's also toughness. So what do you do? Minus 3.8. What did I have before? I had minus 3.5. That kind of makes sense because I have 60% slashing effectiveness against both instead of like an average effectiveness of like, I don't know, something garbage because of the 30% effectiveness. So it makes sense that this provides a bit more. Now, if this thing is 100% on a lot of things, so now this is 5 armor, but now these two provide like a lot, right? Why is the iron leggings like that? Shouldn't they be 150? Oh, those ones are. Not these ones. Okay, yeah, whatever. 1.4. So yeah, so like I lose less armor for this. So, I mean, yeah, that seems to make sense. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'd say that's a success. That seems to be working. I can't think of any niche cases where it might not work. Oh, and this is slashing impunity, so for this one I should definitely not take that much damage. Or better yet, just to verify that it works, get me a sword. Like you. You have this one. Ha! You can't freaking hurt me. And he just gave up, dude. He got so sad he gave up. However, this one should still give me knockback. Yeah. But it, like, barely did anything. Because, he's only hitting me for, like, 2 damage on the bludgeoning side, which I don't have the greatest armor against, but I'm taking... It's only 2 damage. Yeah. I don't know what this one has in terms of its effectiveness against bludgeoning. Oh, it has full bludgeoning effectiveness. Okay, that's cool. So it's got full bludgeoning effectiveness, which means... Oh, I have 0.4 armor here. Great. And that's minus 30, that's... Or that's minus 70%, that's minus 70%, so... I have, like... I pretty much only have the 5 armor to go against the 2 damage that he's doing. Okay, so that makes sense, that makes sense. That seems reasonable. But that's for that armor calculation method. We should take a look at the other ones and make sure they work. Like max. Alright. Now, it's not going to change anything here. You're still going to do the same thing, which means if I have this chest plate, right, you're still going to do basically the same thing, minus 7, because you're only hitting me with 1 type. But you're hitting me with 2 types, so it's going to take the 100%, the 100%, the 100%, and the 100%, which means it shouldn't actually change my armor at all. And it doesn't, because it doesn't even report change my armor at all. Because it's using the maximum effectiveness for each. Good. Okay. 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 That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about that. So I need to fix the thing with wherever it was. This here. If I'm using percentages and it's relative, I don't want the 0% to show up because it kind of makes no sense. Right? Like, this should only show types that have a percentage. I feel. Maybe. I'm not too sure. I think for the sake of minimizing tooltip bloat, don't show 0%. Just like how when we're relative, we don't show 100%. When we're showing full percentages, we shouldn't show 0%. We should only show percentages that actually have something. Because if the types aren't, now it's like if the types aren't listed, you don't have effectiveness against it, right? Basically, unless they're hidden, but that's a different thing. Okay, yeah, I like that. We're gonna do that. Now where's that gonna be? That's gonna be under... What are you? Oh, I don't need you. Relative gets all of them. Right, but this... I think I can do the... This if it's not 1.0f. I can return for percent. I can return t. That's not t, bro. 0.0f. And now they won't show up if it's 0%. Whereas this doesn't show up if it's 100%. Okay. And then this is that whole thing. Okay. So that does that. I would say we've successfully set armor to be toggleable. It doesn't show up and stuff like that. This seems actually good. Making sure the armor works correctly, I'd say that's a success. We have... Well, no, that was only 30 minutes, and there are no problems with that. And now let's just double check the thing with the change that I just made. We'll double check that, and then we're pretty good. We're pretty good. And then I have to double check quality tools, and then we can do damage type documentation, and then it's all just first aid stuff, which that's gonna be a thing. So go here, go into here, into you, and into you. Okay. You're taking so long, bro. Oh, all I do is complain. Got it. Noted for the future. Now, in the armor parsing type, do I still have some debug? Yeah, I have this debug here, which I don't need because this works now. I mean, I might as well leave it in because it ships with debug set to off, so yeah, it's probably fine to leave it in. Right. Yeah. I told myself I needed to do that, and then didn't. Dang it, man. This did include. Oh wait, this one didn't have any lower type thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. I literally told myself that I need to do that. Why would I specifically have the relative test? Oh, because I'm checking if it's relative here. Hmm. I could switch on the armor format, and if it's relative, I just do this, and then because this is what it's doing here is it does a bunch of stuff there, which yeah. Predicates dot or that. That needs to be anded with a thing, right? Well, no, because the difference is that this gets the categories of that. This I actually needed to get all the damage types and stream it like that. Okay. I guess I don't need to do a switch because I just have a check for that there. If it's not, then we can just do an else here. Nice, yeah. Sure. Cool. Because it's gonna be the same regardless, right? Actually, wait, I don't need an else because that's superfluous. It doesn't leave this if block normally. I can instead return this dot get cap dot map a dot get categories dot stream dot filter hmm. Okay, I have an idea. Icon aggregating type. Armor distribution number format. Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to type that. Armor distribution number format dot relative. And then armor distribution, whoa, distribution number format dot uh percent, and then I need to do plain as well. It is the same thing that I did with, I have no idea what. I did it with something. Formats. Armor distribution number format. Please type it out, dude. I don't want to type it up by hand. Armor distribution number format. Formats. This dot formats equals new enum set. What do you mean no proposals? You freaking nerd. What do you mean? There's no way there's not an enum set. You're lying to me. You're actually lying to me. Come on, I just wanted to do something cool. Just once. What? Okay, Eclipse, can you show me the different types of sets there are without taking 9 years? No? Oh, not responding. God. Damn it, dude. Where'd it go? It showed up for a little bit and then disappeared. I didn't even get to see it. There we are. Set, self set, class set, entry set. Enum set. Enum set. It's a thing. Look at this. It's a thing. Oh. Enum set dot. I can't add them all to it. I have to do enum set dot of. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. I have the stupidest idea. Put in relative. Will you allow me to do that? You will. That's hilarious. Enum set dot of. This is no longer var args. This is just one format. Brilliant, right? Hold on, it gets better. I make another constructor, this one taking an icon aggregating type. And then, whoa. This dot formats equals enum set dot complement of type dot formats. I hate you. Oh, it needs to be an enum set itself. Okay, fine. I'll make this an enum set. Who cares? No one's gonna care, bro. All right. Beautiful. So it's gonna be a static. So I can do for no, not that one. That one's garbage. For each, that's what I need. This is icon aggregating type. Type over icon aggregating type dot values. And now what I do is I say, if this dot formats dot, whoops, that would explain why that didn't work. If type dot formats dot contains mod config dot resist dot where's my armor distribution number format? No, it's on client. Oh, armor distribution number format. The armor format. Right, right. Then we return the type. Actually, I have a better idea. Oh wait, I don't need to do that. I can just do this dot formats equals enum set dot none of armor distribution number format dot class. There we go. And then in this one we return default. Brilliant. Look at that. Ain't that something? That's great. And now what I do is I need a couple of methods. It's well, like here it starts with and I have to pass in the cap, which is probably an I armor distribution. Hmm. I'd like to reuse this like call here, but I need to do something here. I can do an optional. What is this? Like an edge case or something? This is like I don't know, dude. This is weird. Okay, okay. Oh no, this is a predicate on float. Dot relative dot test this. You do have edge cases, and to handle your edge case, you will do this. Dot get categories dot is empty. Oh, what? What? That's not how that works. If it's empty, I return optional dot. Dude, just wrap this whole thing in an optional dot of nullable. And if the categories is empty, I return stream dot empty. Otherwise, I return null. This is gonna return ddd registries dot damage types dot get all. This one is going to return armor distribution number format dot percent dot test t. This one does not have edge cases. This can return optional dot empty. This is going to return this dot get categories. And you're basically the same thing. Except you'll return true, you have no edge cases, you will return optional dot empty, and you will also return this dot get categories. And now check this out. I do icon aggregating type dot get type, which does it based off the mod config, dot, well, I should probably equals it dot get type, and now we do if type dot has edge cases, then I can do type dot handle edge case. Well, I need to do this dot get cap. Are optionals themselves immutable? Well, not if you map it, right? Oh, no, they are immutable. It doesn't say that it's immutable, but it looks like it is. That's actually very useful. Cap dot map flat map. Type dot handle edge case, passing in, well, okay, handle edge case dot no wait, I have to put this in here. If result dot is present, then I'm going to return result.get. Otherwise, we're now going to go here, where I've handled the edge cases, if it has edge cases, and now I can do cap.map I guess type dot get starting types to aggregate. Why does this need? Oh yeah, because it might. Yeah. That makes sense. Dot stream dot filter t dot is hidden and type dot test a dot get weight for t. Now, what have I even wrapped you in? Caps.map. Oh, this thing has to be dot sorted. Sorted right there. Or else stream dot empty. And that's what we returned. I guess I don't need this specifically. Yeah, and it should never keep unknown. Gotta head out for a bit. I'll tune back in later. Thanks for stopping by and swinging in. Appreciate you. Have a good time, whatever you're doing. I guess I don't need this, right? Because this is now. Harum, harum, Okay, so do I need do? Should keep unknown and is unknown type, or it's not hidden. That's the only other thing it has. Should keep unknown and is unknown type. But the thing is that we have this set to false, so it's not going to keep the unknown type, which means there's no point including that predicate here, and we need to specifically override this behavior because armor distributions are weird. So in which case, just get rid of this. The only difference between default and other is that default will always return true, So provided the type is in the category, or provided that the type is in the distribution, it will show it. Okay, that makes sense. And I override that specific behavior. Okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. We'll check it. Are you done? You are done. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even paying attention. That's fine. Okay, and if everything shows up correctly, we are good. Acid, Radiant, Thunder! Now, let's make sure that it works if we switch to the other ones. If I switch to... Let's first switch to plane first. This should still work. Yep. That one's working. That one's working. That one's working. That one... What is wrong with you, bro? That has... nothing to do with the icon aggregation, but has everything to do with the tooltip formatter. Okay. One thing I'm gonna do, real quick, is I want to go to the resistance category for the config. I know I have that thing open. Here it is. It was not here. It was in the client category. Type's not hidden and not listed in distribution of zero effectiveness. Bro, can you not? Type's not listed on the tooltip. In the tooltip. Tool to whip. Tooltip. Type's not listed in the tooltip of zero effectiveness. There we go. That makes it clear. Now I need the armor distribution formatter. Um, comparator.comparing get key, then comparing get value. Wait, what the fuck? If I compare the key, why would there be two things in the key that map to the same? Whatever, dude. It doesn't freaking matter. If the key is not hidden, and amap dot, or sorry, I can just do e dot get value dot get armor. It has to be not hidden, because if it's hidden, then definitely don't show it up. Don't show it up. Don't have it show up. That needs to be greater than 0. Strictly. And I can do dot compare to new armor values. Can I do armor values dot empty? Does the armor values have a thing? That'd be cool if it did. I don't. Call it 0. Compare to armor values dot 0. If that's greater than 0, then that suggests that the first argument is less than, equal to, or greater. We want it to be strictly greater. So now we do all that. If the key is hidden, it won't show up. But if the key is not hidden, then if the value is larger than a 0 armor value, then it will show up. Otherwise, it won't show up. That's pretty good. Okay. Tastes pretty good. Why you go over there? Let's. Yeah, let's now do the thing. Okay. Nice. What? This should definitely. This should definitely not be like that. Because everything else says the version correctly. Okay, I'm gonna need to figure out what that is. Might be like the metadata version injected into Gradle versus the stuff that's in the like mcmod.info, which is lovely. Yeah, that works. And then check relative once more. Thank you, phone, for being loud and obnoxious, please. Please don't. Okay, so that works too. That works too. Personally, I like the red-green. I think the red-green looks awesome. Okay, bro. Alright, so what I need... Version equals mod version. Um, do I need, do I want to do project up version? That's mod version. Hmm, that's weird. Yeah, because it puts that there. Interesting. Wait, I can't get rid of it. I have to wait till after the logger's initialized. Um, wait, I don't even need to do that. I can do log, log normal. Oh wait, that's just do info. What the heck? Oh boy. And this needs to be modconst dot version. While matching mcmod.info, expand mod ID. With mod ID. It should be mod underscore version. I have no idea if this did anything. Okay, go here. Do this here. I didn't even change anything, bro. Oh, now it's working. Why can't it load the... Why can't I find the thing for the obfuscation thing? Which one did you say, bro? Oh, yeah, you're not gonna say. Cool. All right, let's see. Let's see. Do I even need this shadow, or can I just extend this thing? Or you're not going to complain. Fundamentally it works. It doesn't have an issue now for some reason. Okay, that's weird. And it's just a bunch of like build script stuff basically, which is fine, I guess. Oh no, it needs to extend to everything that this class extends. It doesn't extend the class itself. Yeah, and so then it needs to be able to shadow that thing. Why can it not find it sometimes? I have no idea. Wait, I didn't even need to load in-game. I just need to check to see what DDD said its version was. DDD, what version did you say you were? Is version $ open brace version close brace? Well, that's gonna be a problem. Okay. That means it's not injecting the version information correctly. Why not, bro? Expand version, project version. Wait a second. Expand version. And why won't you expand it properly? Is there... Yeah, there is a process resources. But what's interesting is that if I open this with WinRAR, if I open the created jar with WinRAR, I can look at, please go away, the pop-up, you're annoying. I can look at mcmod.info, which correctly does inject the version in mcmod.info. But it does not do it in modconst.java. Oh, why not? Because the normal mcmod.info has it doesn't matter, I can use this one. This one has mod description, all the other stuff. This stuff is correctly injected. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move this down here. I mean, sure, why not, right? I don't think there's a difference between single ticks and double ticks, but I'm gonna do that anyway. Just in case it decides it wants to be a bit of a nerd about it. Right, so it should expand version in modconst.java. And if I go to oh, wait. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Wait, no, it doesn't make any sense. Wait, no, it does make sense. Modconst.java isn't in the thing. It's modconst.class that's in there. But I don't think I can expand that because I don't think that would work. Like if I try and open this .class in a text file, like if I open it in Notepad, I'm just gonna get a bunch of corrupted garbage. Well, hold on. Version is there in the class file. I feel like that's just gonna corrupt the class file if I change it. I feel like that's gonna corrupt it. I mean, that's always something to consider, is changing this to dot class and seeing what happens. Now, I have this task too, right, which generates the sources jar, in theory. What if I put this in here? I don't know. I mean, let's see. Oh, it completely breaks. Why did you break? Can't find method files matching on extension Java. Oh, it probably doesn't have that. Okay. Then let's try the dot class. I feel like that has a good chance to corrupt it, but we'll see. See. I mean, okay, it created the sources, it didn't care about that. Everything was perfectly fine there. Um, Now I'm going to open this with WinRAR. Let's see. It's hard to see because I don't want to stream this screen because it's kind of pointless. Okay, yeah, see that isn't updated, but that's in the sources, which is fine. I don't want to open this in frickin' Atom, but I guess I am. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. I'm gonna open the alpha jar in WinRAR, and I'm gonna take a look at the modcons.class, and we're gonna see how that works. Because maybe that's all I need to do. Maybe I need to change it to .class because I need to inject it into the class file. But again, I feel like that might corrupt the compilation process. So I'm changing it, right? Like I feel like there's no way that that works out decently, right? It might though. In which case, if it works, right? Um, I can look at mtmod.info, which should have everything correctly injected. It does. And now I can look at modcons.class where it failed to inject it. Right. Yeah, I don't know why. It doesn't inject it into this, which is fine. But changing it to modcons.class is not gonna work. Okay. Let's huh. How do I Okay, so I know what the problem is. I need to inject this information in the file before it gets compiled. Uh, huh. Okay, this is where I'm actually gonna have to do a bit of freaking research. So what I want to know is, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to, is even, does my search even make sense? There is a generate sources task. my gosh, what am I even looking at? What the heck am I doing? I think I need to do a dot depends on, right? Compile Java dot depends on. Yeah, probably. I don't I don't know. What if I do process sources, right? And then I do this. Hold on, hear me out. I don't know Gradle at all, so we're gonna figure this out. And then this is where I basically put this thing in. Probably like this, right? Just put the whole thing in so that when the versions change, it like does the same thing. And then we do compile java dot depends on. This syntax thing is weird. Why is shadow jar syntax highlighted? You're really weird. Compile java dot depends on process sources. So it needs to, before it can compile, it has to process the sources, which is going to do this in the Java file. And then in theory, I don't need this. In theory? Do I know what I'm doing? I feel like I don't. Configuring the build, okay. Something broke. That makes sense. Probably, I think I know what the problem is. It's probably going to say the cannot find method process sources for arguments. But then why do you work and you don't? Process sources, process sources. I have this right here. Cannot find method process sources for arguments. But why not? I don't know Gradle. I don't know what I'm doing. And you ran into the same issue, I'm guessing. Cannot find Methods files matching for arguments on task process sources of type default task. Is this because these are things that are applied via a plugin? Because they're Gradle plugins? Is that why that works like that? But then, so then it has its own thing. This is from Forge. Okay. 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 I think. What the fuck is this? Maybe I can just do from. Wait, but what is this from? Oh, you want to do it on process resources? From source main resources. Include startup properties, replace tokens, blah, 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 blah. So I do source main Java, include modcons dot that, and then filter. What the heck? Search for replace tokens. What the heck am I doing? Oops. From source, include that, include, and then filter. But then how do you filter, replace tokens, version? What the heck am I even looking at? Okay. In theory, on the process resources task, I can do the following. I can import org.apache.tools.ant.filters.replace tokens. I don't know, dude. And then here I can do what the heck am I even looking at? Get finalized. But see, I don't want to rename a source file. The task can also rename it and filter files as it copies. Do I do it in here? It probably won't work. Source main Java. Um, include modcons.java. I don't know what I'm doing. Filter, replace tokens, tokens, version, project.version. What? What? Like, there's no way this works. And then I need to, from source main Java, I need to exclude modconst dot Java. But that's not going to work. Surely that doesn't work. Yeah. Can I find methods files matching for argument on test process sources? Oh, wait, yeah, get rid of this. No way! What did I do? Why did it work? What? Nothing makes sense. Now, let's actually see for a quick sec here, alright? I have doubts. Open this with WinRAR. Get rid of these things, get rid of that, get here. Now, mcmod.info, still looking like that. That's fine. Alright, I guess I have to open this thing with this. Okay, so that still didn't do that. That's honestly fine, doesn't really matter. Um, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't really matter. Open the actual thing with WinRAR, go into here, open, that's interesting. Actually, I'm now morbidly curious, more so than ever. Because now it has this. It still didn't even freaking do it. bro. Generate sources, copy from into. Okay. I have no freaking idea. What the heck is going on here? Actually, this seemed like this could be my entire thing. Yeah, yeah. What if? Well, see, the problem is that these need to have values. Because this is an interface. Holy crap, bro. There is a generate sources task. Where's the fucking builder, dude? I don't know. Source sets main.java dot source dir. It's plus equal Java. Compile Java that depends on generate Java. Okay, if I do this, I do type, and it's a copy task, right? We don't need this. I do what I'm supposed to do, allegedly, from main Java. Does that go into the build directory? Build. Oh, where are you though? Generated sources. Java main. That's empty. Test. That's empty. Annotation processor. That's something else. Okay, from source main Java into it's not gonna find the builder, dude. Probably not. There's no way. This is gonna like throw a problem. Slash generated slash Java. Filter. We place tokens. Tokens. Version. Project. Version. I don't need this. Maybe. Uh, a loader of this thing. What the hell, bro? It's probably, just set this to build, probably, just build. Happy cast a Java lang string. There's an unnamed module of loader module Java based loader bootstrap. Yeah, but why are you trying to do that? Why are you trying to do that? So what it executing task process sources. What if I do from this thing and then into well, oh, what the heck? Yeah, no, definitely not doing that. Uh, Okay. What if I get rid of this, and then I add, like, after this, I add a compiled Java thing, and then in here I do source, so I stage it with this process source dot outputs, or sorry, process sources dot outputs. And this should be not copy, but sync. And from source sets dot main dot java inputs dot property version project dot version. Now we filter using replace tokens, and the tokens should be version. Into build slash source. Go to Java modding stream. I won't understand jack shit. I don't understand jack shit. I'm the one doing this. Oh my gosh, dude. Have I... There's no way this works, though. Alright, let's see. Yeah, see, it broke. What, why'd you break? But, you're doing the same thing that I did before. That I said not to do. Oh my lord. What does this even mean? What does this even mean? I'm gonna look into that. Oh, is that it? Do I need to change this to be something else? What if I do at version? Like this. Oh. Wait, no, that's not gonna fix the problem. Because I'm still getting the problem in the API, which doesn't make any sense. This doesn't have anything here. Okay. Ooh. But see, that doesn't fix any of my problems. It's on the process sources, right? Yeah, it's on the process sources. Into build slash source. And so what it's supposed to be doing is it's supposed to be replacing like this with the right version, but do I have the right thing? Yeah, I imported the right thing. Task process source type sync. I have all of that. They all do the same thing. Okay, so this is like right, but why am I getting this like it's like whatever this thing is. G string imp cannot be cast to Java string. What does this even mean, bro? This is for Gradle. Um, no, I don't care about that. G string imp cannot be cast to Java string. This is what I need to look up. Okay? Java.lang.string. I need to do a dot to string, but where? Dot to string? Maybe? What if that just works? The hell did I do? It processed the resources. It did it. Now I want this to go back to being what it's supposed to be before, which is version. Okay, it processes the sources. Did that just work? Okay, I mean, what the fuck did I do? How did it work? What did I do? What did I what did I do? Yeah, big thonk indeed. I guess it worked? I guess so. I mean, let's check the output now. That's not the right folder. If this worked, I I guess? I hope this works. I'd be very happy if it worked. Open this with WinRAR. Whatever, I don't care. And then put this into, check this. That still says version. That's not okay. What about you? Do you fix it? No. I have no idea what I've done. That's cool. Everything seems right, but it has not replaced it. It needs to replace this. What if we just change it to this? Just for giggles. I don't know. This is a thinker for sure. By thinker, I mean like, bro, I would like to be able to put that there without having to like make it really annoying. Technically, there is a workaround, but that workaround, I don't like that workaround. I would really prefer this to just work. Open this thing with WinRAR again. Go into here. I don't know where that thing went. Oh, shoot. Did that just work? Did I just have to change it to at signs? Is that because this thing here is like the tokens it's looking to replace are things that start with @ and end with @? And then I can specify other things to replace here by like inputting stuff here like this? Did I just learn something? I might have. Let's see. If the mod loads and if the config works, then we're in business. And then that's perfect because I have to run a shorter stream today because I have to go get blood work done. So literally figured it out. Like perfect timing. I hope so anyway. No, Minecraft, now's not the time to take 5 years to load, bro. Now's the time to just load. Thank you. Appreciate ya. So, DDD should report its version. As for Craft Tweaker, no one cares about Craft Tweaker. Well, people do care about Craft Tweaker. The stake damage descriptions is version 1.7.0-alpha. Heck yes, dude. Heck yes. It is correctly reporting its version. It's beautiful. Okay, so just to confirm, it says 1.7.0-alpha, and that says 1.7.0-alpha and 1.7.0-alpha. Yes, my guy. Honestly, that should not have been as hard as it was. But here we are. Anyway. Holy moly. I don't know where my to-do is. Here's my to-do. Yeah, these are the last 3 things we have to do, and then we can release the alpha build, which is... Holy moly, that's incredible. Anyway, I gotta end the stream early. Like I said, I got some blood work that need to go get done. We're all good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody. It's always cool hanging out with you guys and solving problems and stuff. Tomorrow I'll be back with the usual continuum. And yeah, sounds good. All right. Thank you. I am well aware, phone. Thank you. All right. Pinging at me about my stuff.